Hello and good morning. It's Thursday morning and I've only just got dressed. I do have a busy day ahead of me. So I thought, why are Thursdays always packed? This might have to become like a getting ready with me Thursday, because I ain't got time to video anything else any other time. So, hi, I'm Leanne, and this is my weight loss channel. If you've been here before, God, I appreciate you sticking with me because I am the most unorganised mess ever to have walked this planet. But if you're new here, good luck, because Jesus Christ, you're in for a bit of a ride if you're watching this channel. Oh, God, right. So you're going to have to get ready with me for work while I record this. Oh, first of all, though, can I just say, guess what? It's weighing day, and guess what week it is? I've survived to week 100. It's like a mini anniversary, isn't it? Is that classed as a mini anniversary? Is that what we do? I don't know what we do because I don't go to any clubs and I'm not like in any groups or anything. So there's just me. So I suppose I make the rules up. So actually we're doing 100 weeks on plan and not packing it in and restarting as a mini anniversary. So go me. Woo! Look, it's like happy dance. Look, we've got to week 100 and we haven't given up. And actually that is like the first time in my entire life, in my entire existence, that I have done 100 days on a plan. Now, I am not going to lie, I have not been perfect. We're not going to be like, oh, I've had 100 days on plan and not totally and utterly fucked up, because we all know that I have fucked up. So, let's have a little chat, shall we, about the 100 weeks that I've done. If you've not been here and you've not followed my story from the beginning, then we'll do you a little bit of a catch-up, because I feel like at 100 weeks that is what's deserved. So, I'm Leanne, and at 39, I started a weight loss journey. Do you want me to show you what I'm doing with my skin? If I'm doing it. Physicians Formula Putty Primer is what's going on first, because my skin is screwed at the moment. And I've got a full day at work, so I don't want my makeup sliding off my face. So anyway, I started this journey age 39. 38 actually, just before my 39th birthday. At 25 stone, 1.5 pounds. I had no clue what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to do something. So I got a 12-week free voucher thing from Rotherham, where I'm from, Health Wave thing, and it gave me 12 weeks at Slimming World free of charge. So I thought, not to lose, if all I do is use it for accountability, I will go and I will give this a shot. I've got naught to lose really, other than a bit of time, and ultimately that's what I wanted to do. So off I troddled, totally naive and not knowing what was going to become of me. So I'm not going to lie, I've done Slimming World years and years and years ago. Freaking hated it. Didn't work for me. Wasn't in the right space. That is where I was on that. I hated the groups. I had massive anxiety. Did not want to go. Oh, now I'm putting my foundation on and I've got a sponge, and yes, it does need washing, but no, it's fine. It's only been on my face. So off I traddled to group all them weeks ago. Very anxious, really not wanting to get weighed in front of anybody. Isn't that crazy how I didn't even want to get weighed in front of anybody? And now I'm telling you how much I weigh on YouTube. Sorry, I just thought of that. I thought it was quite hilarious. How ironic is that, the change? So off I troddled, got on the scales. I'm not going to lie, I knew I was fat. Didn't really consider that I might weigh over 25 stone. I was devastated. I was sadder than what I ever allowed myself to acknowledge. My health issues, my legs were swelling loads. I was finding walking around difficult. I hated clothes. I hated myself a lot, I'm not going to lie. I had very low self-esteem. I've become very good at masking it though. Nobody would have guessed it ever. In fact, now they probably still wouldn't. They didn't really. I'm not saying they wouldn't have ideas about it, but I listen to everybody else's problems and I put on this happy, jolly front, and always have. And I was absolutely, I don't know, I think I was just really fed up. I didn't want to not be able to walk upside of hills, and I didn't want to be a complete burden to my kids. And one of the main things was I didn't go on an aeroplane and fly. I was like, I know people said that they're a bit worried about it, but I literally cried. Like, I really didn't want to do that. I was that fat. I just did not book any plane tickets. I didn't want to go on any aeroplanes. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't think my ass would fit in the seat. Never mind putting a seatbelt on. Then there's all the like issue of, oh my God, what if I get there and I don't fit in the seat? If I do squeeze my ass into the seat, how the fuck am I going to get a seatbelt round this gigantic body of mine? That'll be so mortifying. I looked into like buying extender belts, and then I didn't even know whether they'd be enough. Yeah, I had like literally a bit panic attacky actually over it all. It was not an easy thing for me to admit, because I don't really like admitting stuff like that, because it feels like a weakness and as though you're not really allowed to have that. But anyway, that's where my journey started, and I went and booked myself a cheap holiday for me and the kids and Oliver and my mum and dad to Blanes in Spain in September. So started in March, and by September I wanted to get on an aeroplane, and that is what happened to me. And so I went to Slimming World, got weighed, 25 stone, 1.5 pound, nearly died actually looking at that weighing scale and having to get on there. And off I went on my little journey. I'm not even sure what I've used. So I ain't got a clue what this is. I do. I know it's some blusher, but I'm using this just to put some colour into my cheeks. And I've just used my bronzer by Physicians Formula that's nearly run out. So off I trundled on my little, I'm going to say journey, but I genuinely didn't know where it was going to like really end. I still don't actually know where it's going to end. But I didn't know what really to expect. I didn't know what were going to work. I'm not going to lie, I found it really hard. Changing patterns of behaviour has not been easier. I thought it was just going to be about what food I put in my mouth my entire journey, but along the way I've done probably more work on myself, mindset and behaviours and previous trauma and life. So I've got a MAC palette, and it's got loads of different of these magnetic or non-magnetic, to be fair, little things. So I just use them as like for my brows and my eyeshadow. So yeah, I went on my little journey and I didn't really know what to expect, and I ended up actually divulging into a load of trauma and realising that actually weight loss is a hell of a lot more than just what food you put in your mouth. I think that a lot of people concentrate on what food it is you put in your mouth, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of it. But weight loss is not just eat less and move more. It's absolutely not. And anybody that tells you that is just freaking stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It actually annoys me, because do you know, if eating less and moving more and it was that easy, there would be very few people that were overweight and struggled with the weight. It annoys me that every other thing that goes off with somebody, like mentally, they always see it as a mental health issue and there's other stuff going on, which I do completely agree there is. Every behaviour's got a reason. Nobody does anything that's detrimental to the self for no reason. But I think there's like a big, massive, like, I don't know, culture of weight loss and health being thrown at you as though it's not got a lot of other things impacting on it, and it massively has. And I think the sooner that people acknowledge that and realise it, it allows them to work on it, and the more successful people will be. However, my little journey has made me realise that I would never in a million years have lost anything. I wouldn't have kept a pound off if I had not done any other work, if I'd not looked at the reasons I were eating in a certain way and the behaviours and my thoughts and feelings around it. There's just no way, and you have to get your mindset into the right place, and that has been a massive surprise to me during my journey, a welcome surprise, and I do think I've changed a lot for the better. It's impacted my relationships and friends and my view of myself and the time and stuff that I put into myself, and loads of things actually it's impacted on, which I never, when I first started this journey, ever would have realised. But it's been quite a nice eye-opening welcome, I'm not gonna lie. I've quite enjoyed my little journey so far. I have got loads more to do, loads more learning to do and development and awareness as well. I'm always learning. I learn from different people that even that just upload online. I watch and follow people on a weight loss journey, and I genuinely really, that mascara's crap. I really enjoy it, and I think throughout my journey I've connected with people that I never thought I would, like you guys that watch this channel and comment. And what started off as a really lonely, if you've ever gone back and watched any of my old videos, it started off so lonely, and I was so, I was alone, and I felt quite scared, I think. And I think I was brave to start videoing and dealing with it, but I can see the fear in my eyes when I look back at old videos, and that is quite sad. Well, really, it's quite sad, actually, if you do watch any of my, historical videos. And I went off on my little tangent. I have also learned along the way. I did it absolutely dead set at 1,000% to start off with. I've learned to be easier on myself and take it as, a long, steady journey rather than being... I got a bit obsessive with the scales at one point and wanting to get the figures down. I think it's because they were my only way to get over the fear of getting on an aeroplane. And because I was so huge, you didn't really see much difference in my shape and my clothes size. So I think concentrating on the scales, it worked for me at the time. But then I had to relearn that it's okay for me not to concentrate on the scales as well. And that's been a bit of a learning curve. Never would I have thought that actually when I first started, because it's always been about how much, what figure you got on the scales. But do you know what I am learning? That people look so different at different weights. My weight is huge, heavy. But I fit into a size 16, just because I put some weight on. But then there's people that weigh 3 stone less than me, and they're 4 stone less than me, and they're in a size 18. Even my clients, we talk about it all the time. It's dead weird, isn't it, how different our shapes can be. So I think that emphasises just how important it is not to concentrate on the scales, because I don't think it's actually as important as the onus that's been put on them. And that is a place I never ever in a million years thought I would be in my life, because it's always been about being the lightest you can be. It didn't really matter about what you looked like. It was more, because I've never looked good anyway, it was always about just being the lightest you can be, and learning that throughout my journey, just that actually that's not as significant as what has first been told to me and what I've had conditioned into me. And I think it's a lot healthier place to be. So I think my mindset and my outlook has become far healthier throughout this journey. And then, anyway, sorry, I do digress. Throughout my journey, I've lost my way. I had a massive self-esteem issue and relationship issue, and it completely threw me off track, where I almost had, I think I had 9 months nearly, 8 or 9 months off, where I put on some weight. And I think, as crap as that is, I think I needed it. I needed to do that to boot me into a different kind of weight loss journey, And it was just a path that I needed to go down to refigure things out, I think. Like, I don't know if I'm being overtly, like, optimistic by saying that, but I do think it did me good, and I'm quite glad that it all went as it has, because I do feel in a lot better place. That being said, I am hormonal as hell right now. I am now approaching my 41st birthday, and I am hormonal as hell, and God knows where that's going to go, because it's made me quite poorly, and my health has completely changed. Now I say quite poorly, I'm quite lucky compared to some people, so I'm not going to say actually I'm unlucky, because I am absolutely not. But yeah, my health has absolutely changed, and navigating that along with staying on a weight loss journey, because I think I'm premenopausal, has been a new ride for me, a completely different ride, but one by which I'm on, and whether I like it or not, we're going to continue. So week 100 for me, and I am almost ready for work. It's Thursday, I've got up, yesterday, let me just tell you, yesterday I went to the gym again. I took it easy-ish, but I did move. My Fitbit watch is doing me a world of good in terms of keeping me motivated. And, God, am I allowed to just go to work looking like this? I can't be arsed. Oh, God, I've said self-care and taking time on yourself yesterday, is like a bit of a thing. And then I've just said I can't be arsed. Anyway, I don't know what I were on about then. See, menopausal brain fog from jumping from one thing another with my autistic or whatever it is traits going off. So anyway, week 100, because I'm just, yesterday what I ate, that's what I was saying. I had sushi, a packet of McCoy's crisps, and eggs on toast yesterday. I also had some fruit and some Greek yogurt and 3 Pringles, which actually I didn't want, and when I were eating the 3 Pringles, I'd actually picked up more Pringles and thought to myself, why am I eating these? I don't even want them. So then put them back, which I think that's like good. So that's what I ate yesterday. I obviously drank tea and coffee, and I worked. Today, I've not eaten anything yet because I've just got ready for work. I'm getting ready to go for work. It's week 100 and I've jumped on the weighing scales, and I have weighed in. Last week, I was 9. I was 17.9, I think, last week. Oh my God, every week. And I've just watched the video back. I can't remember what I weighed. So I think I weighed 17.9 last week. I might have weighed 17.8. No, I think it was 17.9. Oh, every bloody week I'm having this conversation with myself. I'm going to have to start writing it down. Oh, I annoy myself. I think I put a pound on since I've been at Pisa, so I'm sure I weighed 17.13, and then I lost 4 pounds and weighed 17.9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, I'm sure I weighed 17.9 last week. I've got on the scales today and I weigh 17.6. And if I don't write that down physically on a piece of paper, I'm going to smash myself across the face next week when I start making a video and I can't remember how much I weighed. I'm pretty sure, do you know what? Does it matter? Does it actually matter? So today I've got on the scales and I weigh 17.6, and I know that I weighed more than that last week. So I know I've lost something. I think I weighed 17.9, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think I might have lost 3 pounds this week. That, given that I have most of the weekend off, although I did walk and I've been going to the gym this week, I think it's actually quite good. Even if I weighed 17.8 and I've only lost 2 pounds, I'm quite okay with that. I'm quite happy that I'm not concentrating majorly on the weight, actually. We're going to give it that, but I must write it down because my memory is horrendous. So that is my weighing video. I'm going to stop rambling because I've got to upload this and get to work. So think thin. Hope you have a fantastic week, and I will catch up with you again soon.